XS, anyone? The iPhone XS and the XS Max are the new greatest iPhones that are going to be out there with also another iPhone, the iPhone XR. Which one do you get? And do you upgrade over the iPhone X? Well, the XS and the XS Max are a lot of internal upgrades. Maybe not instantly noticeable if you're going to be an iPhone X user, but if you're waiting for an iPhone X, maybe this is the one to get. The iPhone X and the XS Max both have 812 processors, which the XR also has. But the XS basically looks like the iPhone X. The improvements are in the camera, mainly. You're able to take better HDR photos and generally better performance. Also in speed and processing. And in the front, there's also HDR performance in the display. The XS Max is a 6.5-inch display, and the feel of it is really basically like an iPhone 8 Plus size phone. But the display has more pixels, and it's also a larger screen. It's the largest screen that's been on an iPhone, and it's approaching that tablet size. So what would you use that for? Well, at least it feels not too crazy in the hand, but there are apps that take advantage of that, including Safari, that when you turn it into landscape mode versus portrait, will go into more website-like views, which reminds me of kind of like an iPad mini type feel, and maybe for a lot of people, this will be that phone to pick. The finish of the XS and the XS Max are a little bit different. You can see that the steel sides here are matched to the back. So you have kind of a uniform, in this case, kind of steel gray look to it. It's also available in gold, and it's also available in silver. The XS and XS Max are also more dust and water resistant. They also are meant to have more durable glass displays. Water and dust resistance, supposed to expect 2 meters for about 30 minutes. The Face ID on the front is supposed to be faster, which sounds very promising for logging into your phone more quickly. The rear cameras here are still dual. They're both 12 megapixel, and again, they shoot in different HDR modes that are meant to capture more information and provide more vibrant photos in a variety of contrast situations. Also, the iPhone XS and XS Max will allow you to alter the depth of field in the camera app. There are third-party apps that have done things like that, but now that'll be baked into the iPhone. What do you use that 812 processor for? Good question. Apple touts the ability for it to play better games, use AR, handle machine learning, maybe for better power management for that. In terms of battery life, you can expect that the iPhone XS is going to be 30 minutes longer than the 10, so that's not a lot. This one might be an hour and a half longer, so if you're looking for a bit of a battery boost without having to carry a battery, maybe the Max is the way to go. Keep in mind that the XS Max is $1099 to start before it ramps up in pricing configurations based on how much storage you put into it. And the XS is $999 like last year's 10. They're going to be available starting next Friday. The wild card here is the XR. The XR starts at $749. That doesn't come out until the end of October 26th. That has the same processor in it, not the same camera. And it's also an LCD display. It looks pretty good too. I can't tell you which one you should get yet. And I can't even tell you if you should necessarily upgrade yet. But I can tell you that if you've been waiting for a large screen iPhone X, the XS Max looks like the arrival of that new feel into that big screen look that maybe you were waiting for. But if you want something more pocketable, I would still look around at the XS size. I'm Scott Stein here from the Steve Jobs Theater. More to come on iPhones.